Wow.
And my wet palette is actually behind me.
We get that lucky bet ooh woo in the chat. Lucky bet ooh woo. Ooh, lucky bet.
Alrighty, everybody. This desk wasn't made for painting, but that's just what it'll do. One of these days I'm gonna get paint on my very nice IKEA desk.
Probably.
And that day is probably today. Looky better, woo! The end, my man. Flipping a dude at 88. Hello there, Jay and Nick. Kelsroke. Hi, everyone. Mike Jorgensen. Party bonus.
Great. Yeah. You shake that fucking paint. Dirty dog.
Oh, man, this season-ending episode is so long.
Hell yeah.
Watermelon. Hi. Gony08. Howdy. Chris House. Yo 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 yo. Yo 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 yo. I never could yo-yo.
Really? I have a couple yo-yos. I could yo-yo okay.
I never had a real yo-yo.
Yeah.
I had like the wooden ones.
Yeah, you're poor.
I could get it like to come halfway. So like not do it.
Yeah.
Aren't y'all moving this week, or was the date still kind of ambiguous besides the closing? Oh no, we're moving.
We're moving starting Saturday.
It was a busy day today.
Yes.
Put model in box, put model in box, put model in box.
Yep, and it will continue to be busy into the nights, for me at least.
Mm-hmm. Is this the color I was using yesterday? I didn't bring out much paint. Ooh, and I bet I might have to open a box for tomorrow's stream.
Oh yeah?
Because I didn't think about every color I would need. I just kind of grabbed a handful.
That's amazing.
Chris House, I was a yo-yo master in 6th grade. Once you get it to sleep, you're sitting pretty. I'm pretty darn good with yo-yos in Terraria.
Ooh, I love yo-yos in Terraria.
Ooh, you get the yo-yo gloves, so you can have 2 yo-yos.
It's pretty much the best.
Kinetis, please tell me Jay is moving into a gamer compound with Miniac. I talked to Miniac today.
And he said horrible things about you.
Yeah, it was really mean and upsetting.
Yeah. It's crazy.
And then Goob Skyped in.
Yeah, he digitally spit on you. It was wild.
Gonio8, would edge highlighting look good on a rhino, or do I use dry brushing? I would say dry brushing. Yeah, that kit's old. And sometimes with old kits, the edge isn't always perfect all the way around. And so you don't want like some spots to be kind of fat and some spots to be really thin. Also, just don't. Like, it's a big model. Don't edge highlight it. Just dry brush. Make it easy on yourself.
What if you want to make it hard on yourself?
Edge highlight everything. Games Workshop box art or bust.
$4,000 hammers. Could EOB please rotate the camera?
Oh yeah.
Culture Wars Diplomacy. Did you deserve such treatment from Goob and Miniac?
I mean, yeah.
Flipping a dude at 88. I was yo-yoing drunk on a beach in Fiji when I was your age. You weren't streaming?
Ooh, you guys can see just a little subtle glow of my gamer keyboard.
Ooh. Man, you don't want to show that off. Everyone's gonna get hot and bothered.
It's a nice one. I got it on eBay. I mean, it's a keyboard. I don't get why they should be expensive, but
yeah, sounds like you don't have a Bentley.
Hagrida tips. Is that a salt? For a second, I thought it was a salt shaker with a police cap, but I think it's just a salt shaker.
I think it is just a salt shaker. Yeah. I saw it as a piece of glass with an S in it with a hat, but that makes more sense.
Michael Jorgensen, I suck at yo-yos, but I am a Pog champ. I love Pog.
Yep.
Watermelon, I wish Eons of Battle played Warhammer on camera instead of just paint, but honestly, this is probably the best Warhammer channel I've found. Yeah, we have ambitions, but yeah, it's really hard. It's really hard to play games on camera.
Yeah, I think, that's why, that's why we're changing some stuff up.
Yeah.
Speaking of changing some stuff up, Cobalt Sun, hey, I'm here after a million years. Also, what is up with the end of EOB streaming seasons? We're moving!
We are!
We're moving to different place, different state, and we're gonna stop streaming for probably a month, maybe a month and a half. See what happens.
Mm-hmm.
We will still be doing our Patreon-only streams, which we have one tomorrow.
Yeah, we do.
Because that's gonna be our closings tomorrow morning. So I'm sure if anything weird happens, we'll talk about it then.
Don't get a mechanical keyboard, they suck. They do suck. It is a mechanical keyboard, though. Y'all hearing that?
Yeah. Make it louder.
It's a relatively quiet one, and I bought like those little rubber cushions. That makes it a little bit quieter still. It's still loud though. Like I'm used to my laptop keyboard, and like that's basically silent.
This is my favorite question. 4,000 hammers. Where are you moving to? Out of curiosity. Your mom's house. That's not gonna get old. I love it. Yeah, she's very nice. I'm your stepdad. Actually, we're your stepdads.
Yeah.
Your mom's a very adventurous lady. But there will be no interruption to our videos.
Nope.
Flipping a dude at 88. Any chance it's near Missouri? Nope. See, that's the way to ask it.
Yeah.
That's the way to ask it.
Dark Tech, Eons, and Valrak are my two favorites. I just watched a really cool Valrak video. I think it's older, but he talks about he doesn't even talk. It's just him playing his guitars, and he's really, really good. And he keeps switching songs and switching guitars.
Dude, 88. I just want to send you boxes of dog poo. That's what would happen.
The 23rd Maniac just painted my first figure today. Been watching you guys all week and subbed. Love it. Nice. Ruben Fortunato. Hey guys, how's it going? How do you varnish / protect your models? Any advice? That's a hard one. I haven't found a varnish I really like. I've used some matte varnishes that are way too matte. I've used some semi-gloss varnishes that are way too glossy. I haven't found the perfect solution yet. I often don't varnish my models, and it seems like they're fine. Particularly with plastic models. Plastic is so light that it doesn't seem to really matter that much. None the Nameless Hero. Glad I caught this stream. Have a safe move. Hope it all goes well. Me too.
Me too. I think the first weekend and then every day after that's going to be the worst.
Yeah. Crash TV, I bought 300 plastic spoons today to test out some color shifting paints. I'm excited for this. Neat. Ooh. Crash TV, you're my stepdad? Can I borrow the car?
Yes.
Long-haired moron painting alongside with some stormtroopers. Ooh. I have a bunch of stormtroopers I need to paint. I've painted 10, or I guess 11, because it's the regular box and then plus one box of the upgrade guys. And I haven't found a great recipe for stormtroopers yet. White armor is tricky. But I really want to come up with a good recipe because I really want lots and lots of stormtroopers. Northern, moving to Europe so you can compete for golden demons, clearly. There's golden demons here. I've entered golden demon.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we're moving to Europe.
Yeah. And it is to, compete in golden demon. But
exactly,
it's the principle of the matter.
Right. Yeah, we saw that there was a spot open in Buckingham Palace, so we're moving right in.
Grape Jew, the clicks is the best part of mechanical keyboards. Yeah, I mean, it's like the only point.
Watermelon, why does he always burp in his live streams? I mean, I guess everybody burps.
Have I burped yet?
I don't know at this. I don't really know. I don't hear them anymore.
Cobalt Sun, Miniac, Ninjan, Lila Mev, and you guys are my favorite YouTuber group. Yeah! I like all those peeps.
Me too.
Stephanie Hastings, any recommendations to make Kroot skin interesting? I did really, really desaturated Kroot. I have a video called, Is Oil Paint Too Hard for Beginners, maybe?
Sounds right.
It's too difficult. I paint them really desaturated, and I kind of like that, but I made the bases also desaturated, and I think that hurt them. So I actually think I'm going to rebase them with like crazy ultra bright alien rainforest, and should make them look even more interesting because they're really desaturated and the bases are going to be really color saturated. You can kind of paint Kroot of whatever colors though. You could go with like a more orky green. You could even just change it up completely and go with like a red or a brown or a pink. Ooh, pink Kroot. Yeah. Also, there's a great piece of Kroot art that has regular looking Kroot that are kind of greenish brownish, but they have like these bright blue, red, and pink tattoos all over them, and that would be super cool. Difficult, but really cool.
Flipping 288s. At least he's not vomiting.
Well, not on camera.
Yeah. That's why there's no face cam at this moment in time.
James Mays, tips. So why EOB chat ending? It's not ending. We're going to be taking a break.
Then ending for now.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
And it's because we're moving.
So we can't stream and move.
I guess we could set up the camera and just have not us in front of it.
No.
Like we're just, you know, walking around and nobody's reading the chat and it's nothing.
There's no audio.
Mm-hmm. And there's no audio.
And there's no camera and there's no stream.
VJ95, Jay, my favorite show is about to be back. Ooh, what show? Is anyone watching the new Lord of the Rings? Is it any good? I've heard that it sucks, but that's what I've heard about everything that's ever happened, like, since 2011.
VJ95, Cobra Kai.
Ah. I've seen The Karate Kid. I've seen The Karate Kid 2. I have no earthly idea how there can be a sequel series to that show. Bear, how would you paint a freshly flayed skull? Ooh, freshly flayed. I would paint it bone color. Probably pinkish. Like take your bone color, mix in a little bit of red to make a pink. Paint, base coat it, and then I would take Blood for the Blood God. I would put it on, and then I would take like a paper towel and just dab at it.
Like do a dab?
Do a little dab, yeah.
Like a little, yeah. Interesting.
Flipping a dude at 88. They are moving to better facilities. Yeah, there's going to be great facilities. Right now we have a porta potty.
Right.
Which is fine, but it's like it's not ideal.
Right. Yeah, they said that you're not supposed to put a porta potty inside.
Mm-hmm.
But you know.
Yeah, but no one checks. Like, you know, they tell you not to, but then, you know, you can do whatever you want.
True.
They also say, like, you're supposed to empty them, but, you know, you just keep pouring in more blue stuff, and you're fine.
Exactly. Yeah. There's pretty much everything's optional if you just don't do it. It's a pro tip of the day.
Yeah. Eccentric Lion. Good evening, Nick and Jay. It's been a while.
Yo. It has.
Rodante Dino, how's it going, Jay? Hello from Alaska. Dang, Alaska. Dark Tech, please carry on streaming even if it's just new mod reviews. No, we're gonna take a break. No. But then we'll be back.
We will be back. That means that we'll just half-ass for a whole month. I mean, not obviously we're not doing that now.
No, definitely not.
But we want everything to be good, so it takes a little time.
West game ended. The new Lord of the Rings is a major letdown. Matthew Cheeseman, it's not Lord of the Rings. Aquino Quinones, GOT Game of Thrones is surprisingly good. Oh yeah, there's a new Game of Thrones. Controversial diplomacy tips. Cobra Kai never die. Tip for the move. Nice. Get a nice roll of get ourselves a nice roll of tape.
Not even.
The bad tape.
Bad tape. Yep, we can do bad tape.
Stephanie Hastings, have you seen Ice Custodes? I've seen Silver and Blue Custodes. I'd call them a little icy, but I've never seen, I guess, like Ice Custodes, like the ice zombies from Game of Thrones.
Dark Deck, what about videos? The videos will not change. We're actually ahead in videos, so the videos will still exist.
Maxwell Dragon Slayer, new Lord of the Rings isn't bad actually. I enjoy it. Sweet. Michael Jorgensen, the new Lord of the Rings is pretty decent. It has absolutely gorgeous backgrounds and settings.
No. You're supposed to read someone that didn't like it. That's the fun. That's the fun. That's one of my favorite things with the streams. It's like, does anybody like this? And then you read one that you read it in One positive, one negative. One positive, one negative. Just a dream.
Dub art. I'm watching the new Lord of the Rings. It's meh. They got all the lore wrong.
There you go.
That is true. It's the it's based sort of on the Silmarillion, which isn't the Silmarillion just like straight lore, like just words. Is there a story in the Silmarillion? I mean, there must be. It's enormous.
Or like the Nerd Marillion, am I right?
Mm-hmm.
The Dork Marillion. Do you think that they made this new show so that Games Workshop can make more models?
Probably. None the Nameless Hero. I like the first episode of Rings of Power a fair bit. It's a little slow at the start, but I like it. West Game ended. For the amount of money they put into the series, it's nowhere near how good it should be. But does money always correlate to quality? Because think of all of the bad movies you've seen. A lot of those cost a lot of money, too. And I've seen some very good movies that cost nothing.
Right.
But one of those cost-nothing movies was not The Blair Witch Project. I looked it up afterwards.
Yep.
Apparently, all of the audio they captured during filming was garbage. And so they had to dub and redo every single sound effect and line of dialogue.
Amazing.
Which they did an amazing job, because I did not notice at all. Dark Tech, how would you paint an old leaf flayed skull, though? I mean, pretty much how I just did this guy's head. Just dry bone tan.
Dry bone tan.
Matthew Cheeseman looks cheap and nasty and has been written by a 10-year-old that's sort of heard of Lord of the Rings. Oh, I've heard of this. This is this new thing called hyperbole. all the cool kids are doing it.
Also, sorry, that was my bad. I don't know anything about the lore. They let me write it.
Frozen Shamrock Zero. Any advice for beginners for fixing mold gaps for Primary Space Marines? There shouldn't be any gaps on Primary Space Marines. I have most of the kits and they're all like impeccable. If you're a really good glue, a really good plastic glue to use is Tamiya cement. And then if you take a little bit of sprue, maybe like 3 inches of sprue, and drop it in there and let it dissolve, it turns into kind of like a pasty version of the glue. And so you can use that to fill small gaps. Cupcake Unleashed. Nothing will ever beat the original Lord of the Rings trilogy. Of course. And also, like, people, it's just part of their history now. Like, if you like Lord of the Rings, it'd be impossible for anything new to top it. Or to even be as good as.
I think Seinfeld's better than Lord of the Rings.
I enjoy Seinfeld way more than Lord of the Rings. I can't think of a single song from Lord of the Rings. Flippin' a Dude at 88. Apparently the hardcore Tolkien nerds really hate it. Well, hardcore fans always hate everything. West game ended. Any ideas for an arm conversion on a pariah? I'm missing one of the weapons. I got the buff Kron, so he has no hand and -1 arm. What's a pariah? Like, are you talking about the old metal Necron pariahs? That's tricky because those guys looked really different than new Necrons. Like, they had normal human proportions. If you can get them... Like, if you have a friend who does Adeptus Mechanicus, the Electro Priests have a really cool staff. And so, and it's one of those kits it's a dual kit, so you either build it as the Electro Priests or the other one. So it's not impossible to get a hold of those bits. That would probably be the perfect thing, because it looks really close.
Steven, hey Jay, is this the new streaming format? No.
Gee Whiz Workshop. So Jay, when are you getting a new computer? Tomorrow. It's it's one of the old Macs, like the really, really old ones, where everything is round.
Yep.
And it's got the clear back.
Hell yeah. Iconic. We're walking into 3rd grade with those bad boys, all humming.
Matthew Cheeseman, literally all the lore is wrong. It's so bad it's almost impressive. There's a little more of that hyperbole. I haven't even seen it, but I know it's probably fine.
I'm not gonna watch it. Let me put that out there.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay. I saw the Hobbits. I watched the Hobbits, and those were fine.
I'm not that big of a fan of Lord of the Rings. You know why? Because it's boring. That's why. You can't convince me any other way.
I've seen the Hobbit. I've seen the Lord of the Rings movies. I think like once as a kid and then twice as an adult. And when I was a kid, I had no idea when Gandalf says "Fly, you fools." I was like, why did he say "fly"? Doesn't make any sense. They can't fly. I didn't get that they were speaking old-timey.
Old-timey.
Rodante Dino, just found your channel. Find it awesome for the work commutes as well as when laying paint to plastic. Currently working on a Khorne Lord of Skulls commission piece. Ooh, sweet.
That's cool for a commission.
Daniel Bear, Always Sunny in Philadelphia's first episode cost $100. I think the pilot cost $100, but the pilot is identical to the first episode. I think you can see the pilot on YouTube. And yeah, it's just the guys wandering around.
The cameras rental was $100.
They talked about it a little bit. There's like some making of featurettes, and they don't know how much it cost, but it was basically nothing because they used a camera they owned. It looks like trash.
Yeah, that was gonna be my next question.
Yeah,
It just looks bad.
It looks really bad. Tanner Ballong, where's the actor for Jay? We gave him the week off. Yeah, usually you're hearing my voice, but there's actually an actor portraying me.
Right. Also, we can't pay him anymore.
Yeah.
It's expensive. And he honestly doesn't do that good of a job. We constantly say you got to be doing a little bit more twerking.
Mm-hmm.
But never does.
Ruben Fortunato tips. Jay, you stream every single night. How? Possibly. Do you have something else to say?
Well, for a month you won't.
Aquino Quinones, I hate New Lord of the Rings because I hate Amazon. Get on my level.
There you go. You know what? I would appreciate that take more.
Yeah. You know what? I hate it so much that I'm not going to watch it.
Right.
It's not just because I'm not interested.
Yep.
Bender, will you ever do battle reports? Probably. Kai Jr., I like clear backs and I cannot lie.
Yeah.
Those other pieces can't deny. That dude had. I love in Lord of the Rings when Frodo was told, "You are the Lord of the Rings, Frodo." Frodo, that ring is your father. Guy Jr., Gandalf was trying to cast fly, but he didn't have enough spell slots. I also did not understand when I was a kid that Gandalf died and came back to life as Gandalf the White. He just shows back up, and I forgot what he looked like. because like going from gray to white isn't that big a difference. And so I'm like, oh, he
What the
he
fuck
lived.
is this? Yeah.
And everybody's like, oh my god. And I'm like, yeah, he's back. What's the big deal? What would happen if Gandalf the White died? Would he come back as like Gandalf the Red? And then Gandalf the Blue and Gandalf the Green?
Yes. Tanner Bowlong, going to a game store this weekend with my friend. I will get him into Kill Team, and if not, then I will continue to have no friends to play. Yeah, exactly. Gosh, we not only are moving, doing a little renovation, and we have to go to a game store.
Yes, that's true.
we have quite the weekend.
You gotta pick up some stuff, drop off some stuff.
Mm-hmm. The dropping off some stuff is good.
Yeah.
You got a lot of stuff. Although that's not even a dent into all the stuff.
No.
In actuality. Crash TV comes back as Gandalf the Clear.
He's actually in this new show. He's clear. Can't see him.
Yep. Gandalf the Clear.
Diver, do you think Lovecraft entities become another Lord of Chaos, Deep Sea Cthulhu, Chaos Marines, and other entities? I don't know that much about the Cthulhu mythos. I bought a book of Cthulhu story, or of Lovecraft stories, but it turned out it wasn't. It was like other people's stories, like in his settings.
Oh.
But it said the cover had a picture of Lovecraft, and like it said Lovecraft on it, and I'm like, oh cool, I'll get this. And then I was bamboozled.
Man, and you know when they were packaging that up for you, they were laughing their ass off. He doesn't even know what this is.
Yeah, when Audible was boxing that up for me.
Yep. It's a digital box.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Cultural diplomacy. Only real fans like only 1% of the IP. Exactly.
That's true. It's always funny that the fans hate everything about the thing that they apparently like.
Everybody has the parts they like. I really like a bunch of the Star Wars movies and this Star Wars comic book called Star Wars Tales. Ah, they were so good. But some people are really like, they're all about Knights of the Old Republic and Force Unleashed. And some other people are really into the TV shows. It's almost like it's just nice to have options. And maybe we don't need to be fussy.
Aw, but I love being fussy.
It is fun. It is fun to be fussy.
Yeah.
J-Dub, Gandalf the Dad. He disappears.
Gandalf the Dad.
Daniel Bear, Mr. Sunday is currently doing the Hobbit movies for Caravan of Garbage. Ooh! I'll have to check those out. I like Mr. Sunday movies. Crash TV, I noticed something interesting on the Legionary Kill Team box. There is a Legionary Chosen, so does that mean you can take Chosen in your kill team? They are a different unit for Chaos Space Marines. Sort of. He's called the Chosen. He's not. His stats aren't necessarily based on the Chosen from Warhammer 40k.
He's actually called Steve.
The end. RGB Rainbow Puke Gandalf. It is Rainbow Puke. That's the perfect way to describe it.
Yeah.
I got a lot of Rainbow Puke in my PC.
Yeah. Yeah. So do I. And
my keyboard's Rainbow Puke. I like the Rainbow Puke.
I would like it if the room was themed that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if it was themed rainbow puke. But
Yeah.
if my computer's under my desk, so it's kind of lame. So just the floor is a little bit rainbowy.
Good old rainbow puke.
Yep. It also means you have no taste.
Yeah.
Just gonna put that out there.
Shane Grant,
Just like,
Lovecraft.
let me call people out. It's kind of like when people have LED tape and they put it around their ceiling, and they just have the LEDs exposed.
Yeah.
Supposed to hide it.
Yeah, like, it can look really good if you take your furniture and you like scooch it an inch off the wall, and then you put tape on the back of the furniture so it's shooting onto the wall.
That looks good, but you're not supposed to see the diodes.
Yeah.
My cousin has it and it bothers me. I bet there's a person on the stream that does that too.
Yeah.
Calling you out.
Shangran, Lovecraft had a circle of friends that also wrote with him. They all shared their motifs. Then, decades after his death, new authors picked up the mythos. Neat. But I want to read the OG, and then maybe I'll branch out.
I'm not going to read it.
None the Nameless Hero. I really like the Del Rey era Star Wars Legends novels like New Jedi Order and Legacy of the Force. Cool. I haven't read it. I haven't read much of that. I know of the Yuzum Vong invasion and the Siru attacks. Somebody told me that Chewbacca dies when a moon smashes into a planet trying to save one of Han Solo's dumb kids, and I was just like, no, Chewbacca didn't die. I don't care if that's canon. He didn't die.
Exactly. You know, it's fun. Because it's not real, you can just say that.
Yeah, and it's fine.
Yep.
I mean, George Lucas does send me angry emails. Do you think George Lucas has read those books? I bet he hasn't.
Yeah, I bet he just counts his money.
Yeah.
And he's like, I still have all my money. Cool.
He's like, there's like George, people are really liking this this novel I wrote, and he's like, yeah, the check cleared, it was great.
Yeah, I really like the part where I got paid. None the Nameless Hero calling out my brother. Yep.
Felly, I feel like no one would care if you took a Chosen on a Chaos Space Marine base in your kill team. Oh yeah, for sure not. It would probably look pretty dope. I think they're kind of big, but it would still look dope. $4,000 hammers. The OG Lovecraft is high-key racist as hell. I know he was racist. Were his books super racist? I feel like if his books were super racist, they wouldn't be as like beloved.
A lot of people that are racist out there.
That's true, but like there's like people buy like Cthulhu plush toys.
Yeah, they're racist.
The game Cult of Cthulhu is very popular.
Yeah, everyone that played the game is racist. There you go. Let's just accuse people. It's more fun that way. Oh no! We're getting infiltrated by bots. Can you imagine?
Yay! Everybody click on the links. Don't do that. Bear J, why do you hate the lore? Yeah, I really like lore, but it doesn't bother me at all. Like if the lore is cool, I'll enjoy reading it, but if it's not, I'll just come up with my own stuff or just ignore it. And if an adaptation changes something, if the adaptation is good, I don't care. Kai Jr. I feel like George probably doesn't like Star Wars very much. Well, to him, it's probably not that special. It's like, yeah, I wrote that, and I wrote other stuff.
Right, and no one cared about anything else that you wrote. Tell me one thing people cared about since Star Wars.
What's the one where it's the kids racing cars?
Yeah, you don't even know the name of it.
There's THX-1138.
That was before, wasn't it?
That was before Star Wars.
Yeah, that doesn't count. Talking after Star Wars.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, then you're forgetting the big one, Red Tails.
Oh no.
I don't quite remember how he was involved in that. I think he was the producer, but he didn't write it or direct it.
Interesting. Because that's a good... That story's like an interesting story.
Yeah.
And it's a bad movie.
It really is.
It's like one of the most interesting stories, and then the movie's bad.
Daniel Baer and George Lucas sitting on his giant $4 billion pile reading StatWatts EU. I think he donated the money he got from Star Wars.
Yep.
Which is really cool. I mean, he's already rich, so
Right. Might as well. Yeah. You want to be that rich where a couple bill doesn't matter.
Yeah. None the nameless hero. George Lucas himself called them laser swords. There is no way he has ever read a Star Wars book. I think he said that for the benefit of the audience, because he was talking to people who might not be familiar with Star Wars. Although a lightsaber is exactly what it sounds, just as much as laser sword is exactly what it sounds like.
Oh, George.
Yeah, I don't think George thinks about what color his kyber crystal is. Mine's orange, by the way.
That is true. It is orange. Yeah. I can't wait for George Lucas to join one of these streams.
Here, Garv.
We gotta... Honestly, I want EOB to grow to an obscene degree just to have that happen. Like, I want to get Mr. Beast level, and then we can try to get him.
Yeah!
I think he would do it then.
Crash TV, lol, so you don't hate the lore you like, but the stuff you don't like you don't care about. Isn't that... Isn't that with most everything, though? Yeah, exactly.
Jason M, is there a regular YouTube stream tomorrow? Yes.
Ooh, Daniel Bear, American Graffiti. That was the movie I was thinking of. Matthew Cheeseman, Paw Patrol? That was also the movie I was thinking of.
I didn't know that George Lucas was involved in that.
Yeah, he plays the paw that's on patrol.
Yeah.
Jeremy Grissom, hello friends, can you tell me what product you used to dye your gun shields? I may be interested for reasons.
Ooh, I can't. Let me, I believe it was just, here, let me find the real name. You just buy it on Amazon. Amazon. It is Let's Resin Epoxy Resin Dye. And I got the 15 color pack. They also have one that has more colors.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So you can do, and I kind of used a lot of the ink or the dye. You probably could have used, like, I made it too big of a batch because I had to squirt that whole bottle of pink in there essentially. So you just be careful. Here, I get you. Oops. I can get you a link.
Ernesto Landon, the guy worked with Akira Kurosawa to create Ran, R-A-N. Akira Kurosawa was the guy, he directed like Last Ronin and Seven Samurai, right?
There's an Amazon link to the die. And that was the die that Soritek actually recommended because I asked.
4,000 hammers. Take this BuzzFeed quiz to figure out how lonely you are. / what color your lightsaber is.
Yep.
That was I was watching Conan, and he used to have this sketch called Triumph the Insult Comic Dog, and the dog went to like a premiere for The Phantom Menace, and the dog was asking the crowd trivia, and he asked some like really esoteric question. Like, you know, like, what planet is the homeworld of the Ewoks? And the whole crowd shouts it out, and he goes, "Oh, I'm terribly sorry. The correct answer is, who gives a shit?" I'm like, you know what? That's also the correct answer.
That's correct. That's exactly correct.
The end. Adam Savage made another lightsaber. I haven't seen the video yet, but I'm super excited. I also want to make my own lightsaber one day. Properly, by like kit bashing different like old things together.
That is so funny.
Dub art airsoft guns versus minis. I do like airsoft guns. I had some airsoft guns when I was little. I never played airsoft. I did play paintball, but like once. But I never played airsoft. I would just shoot at plants in the backyard.
Mm-hmm.
But they're fun.
They are fun.
None the Nameless Hero. Gotta go now. Love you guys. Have a good move. Woo. That's impossible, but thanks.
Yep. The move I'm the least worried about. It's the aftermath.
Yeah.
Unmoving. That's gonna be the upsetting part.
Soapbox. Triumph at the Phantom Menace was amazing.
I'd love to be there for that.
I love when he's going up to people, and then sometimes the people try to like playfully like give him some back, and then he destroys them.
Yep. Because you gotta.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta destroy him back.
Yeah, because one of them is just some weirdo at Comic-Con, and the other one is a professional comedian.
Yep.
Gyron, any idea when Legion will make another appearance on the channel? I don't know, but I do have a somewhat substantial Legion pile of shame, so it's going to have to.
It will have to happen at some point.
TS, hey EonsBattle, how would you paint dirty white cloth on a miniature, painting up some House Cawdor as Malice cultists, and can use the tips? Yes, I would paint them perfectly white. I would probably use either like a slight blue-gray. I would use a slight blue-gray to do my shading on the white. And then I would take brown paint, water it down to nothing, and just dab it on. And it'll look slightly darker as you're applying it on, and then as it dries, it'll lighten up a little. That's how to do dirty white. You don't want to mix like brown into white because that'll instantly just turn it into a cream. So you have to paint like super, super bright, crispy white, and then add your weathering.
Cream.
Crash TV. Airsoft, of the two, Airsoft usually wins. I mean, I like minis only have dice to roll to make imaginary attacks versus 6mm plastic BB traveling at 400 feet per second. Vision at 5! I'm so hyped for Cobra Kai Season 5. Found out that the first 9 minutes are available and left the stream to watch it. Good.
Wow. That's a fun way to tease a show, is just release 9 minutes of it. Interesting.
As you tease me, I honestly don't know the homeworld of the Ewoks. Am I losing my geek chic? It is the forest moon of Endor. Which I never quite understood what that meant. They called it the forest moon of Endor. Does that mean that there's a planet called Endor and it has a moon that's covered in forests? Or is it called the forest moon of Endor?
Somebody more nerdy in the chat?
Mm-hmm.
Figure that out. And report back. Somebody knows.
Can a moon be a world? Can that be a home planet? Would it just be a home?
Yeah, I guess it's a home to some.
Yeah.
And a moon to others.
Jake Clark just ordered some out-of-production pink horrors. Any tips on working with pewter minis? It's the same. Just, you can't use plastic glue, you have to use super glue. Prime them. TS bluish gray, interesting. Any idea where a fella could find such a paint? You could take some of your white paint, a tiny, tiny, tiny drop of black, and a tiny, tiny, tiny drop of blue, and just mix it all together.
Boom. Made your own bluish gray paint.
James Mays personally prefers shooting a real gun instead of airsoft or BB. I'd like a musket. I think a nice musket would be fun. You just tamp down that black powder.
Shangron. Ewoks lived on Who Gives a Shit? Thought Conan covered it.
I got.
Yep.
Loner War. Oh my gosh. Loner War 47. What is your Necron army based on? What dynasty? I don't know. I just made it up. They're white and orange. I'll just use whichever Necron dynasty is best.
Yep. Although might works are freebooters, even though they're blue. Bloop.
Atno Vogel. It is the forested moon called Endor. Ah. Wait, Diver. Endor is the main planet. The forest moon of Endor is. Wait. Shivox, the Ewok planet is referred to as the forest moon that circles the planet Endor. I'm getting conflicting reports, and I love it. Namro D, the forest moon of Endor is the 9th moon in the Outer Rim, I think. I thought the Outer Rim was like a system of planet, or like the outer was like the outer planets in the solar system. So like planets have moons, but the Outer Rim is a huge collection of planets.
I got an Outer Rim for you.
James Mays, musket is a pain to shoot. Well, yeah, but I think that's part of the point. Is it's like it's just a big production.
Love a good musket.
Reality. The forest moon of Endor, or IX-3244A, is the 9th moon that orbits the planet Endor, which is called Tana. Ooh.
Tana.
It's interesting. So the forest moon of Endor was projecting the shield for the Death Star while it was being constructed. So was the Death Star orbiting a moon orbiting a planet? I guess it must have been. Or is it it doesn't matter?
That one. It's always going to be that one. Crash TV. Nick knows all about the Outer Rim of your mom. Exactly.
Loner at War 47. I'm basing my Necrons on the Maccabean dynasty where, or is it Maccabean? I think it's Maccabean dynasty where all of them are infected with the Flayer virus. So bloody, so cool. Sweet. Chevox, Ewoks, like Ambles, are good eaten. They have been transported all over the galaxy, living their lives at the expense of others.
Good eating.
Matthew Cheeseman. So the planet is called Endor. There are 9 moons, one of which is called the forest moon of Endor. Bit wordy and just lazy naming convention, if you ask me. I love that we've gotten a bunch of flip-flopped things.
I love it.
I think that's good, though. I think it's fine. And I think it's good when everything is a little like, fly by the seat of your pants. Just,
It's all not real. Who cares?
We're gonna do the Kessel Run. It's gonna be cool. You'll enjoy. You guys will like it.
Yep.
Wait, but how come they were able to? No, just asteroids, giant monsters, pew pew, excitement, cool music.
Right. That's something that people need to always remember. Because it's just supposed to be fun. I know that's heresy to say that out loud.
Kick the Bandit, I want to make a new musket. Oh yeah, I would get a new musket that's made out of like actual steel. So that I can't accidentally make a bomb.
Yeah, I was about to say. Oh, no.
I think you can just buy them on Amazon. Because they're not technically guns. You don't need a license or a register or anything.
The bird. Shut up, bot. I agree. New AI dating disrupt an industry?
Shangron, Ewoks are carnivorous. They were going to eat the cast till 3PO convinced them not to. I always liked that. They were going to just eat them. I always wondered though, so they caught them in a net, but when they cut them down and took them out of the net, I feel like our heroes could have overpowered them. I mean, Luke is a Jedi. And they're little Care Bears with spears. I mean, one of them might get poked a little, but...
Poked?
Our heroes kind of gave up and let themselves get tied up and taken by the Ewoks. I mean, Chewbacca, his hair is probably too thick for their spears to get through it.
It's not real. Let it be fun. We were just talking about having fun.
That's
You're
true.
ruining it. It all worked out. And then eventually we got the best movies, 8 and 9.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
I think we can all agree on that.
Speaking of 8 and 9, how about 10? Because it's 10 o'clock.
Ooh.
Man. Well, we had 2 videos out this week. Make sure you go watch them. We have 2 more coming. We have one tomorrow, little Models Memories action, spoiler alert. And then we also have our Patreon-only show where we're going to be critiquing people. Critiquing their models. Going through that. And then we also have our Patreon-only live stream after the normal live stream tomorrow. And tomorrow's the last day of streaming for a bit. It's pretty wild.
I want to ask one last question to chat. So I buy a musket. Am I allowed to shoot it at a shooting range? Because black powder kicks off a crazy amount of smoke. I bet they wouldn't let me. Where would I be allowed to shoot it?
Maybe you call ahead.
Get some fans going.
Yeah.
Flipping a dude at 88. Yes.
Yes. That's
okay, good
enough for me.
Good enough. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching.
All right, thank you.
And